I'm like, welcome! Welcome! Welcome to this episode of Home Decor Homies with Alyssa.
Hey guys! Hi, my name is Alyssa Coscarelli and I'm a digital entrepreneur based in Los Angeles. Kelly is one of my favorite friends because we share a love for all things fashion, but also all things interiors and home decor. And I think those passions brought us together many years ago, especially as both New Yorkers who are now LAers. So we can't wait to show you around.
New Yorkers in LA.
I can't believe we're here.
I know. It's so funny that everyone in our community has left
One by one.
Left the East Coast and we're all here one by one. And I feel like it's cool to have fashion girly friends who are also home decor addict friends.
Yep.
Where the two worlds meet. I've seen you working on your place and it is perfect. It's so you.
Thank you.
I love when...
That's the best compliment.
Yeah, I love when you can look at someone's home decor and get a true read of their personality. And of course, if you know them, you know that that's accurate or not. I feel like your place is very much you.
Thanks. I feel like that about your place too. But with me, I'm that's just all I know how to do. Sorry. That's
exactly.
Just, I only know how to do me and that's it.
When you first started decorating, what was your thought? What were you trying to achieve with your space?
Well, I think I was really lucky to find a place with really good bones and character from the get-go, but I also saw a lot of potential to just infuse even more personality into it. I really saw this apartment as a place where I could host, where I could capture content, but I could also just have friends drop in, have my assistant come here, and just have it obviously be a hub in a way, especially in LA. You do spend more time at home, and because of that, I wanted it to feel homey and cozy and comfortable and serene in its own way, especially in the bedroom. I feel like that's kind of my happy place where I can escape everything and just have my little safe space. But really the apartment as a whole is that. And I do feel kind of like an exhale every time I walk in here.
That's
it's
amazing.
It's like a reprieve from all the amazing things we get to do, obviously the events and the travel and all of that, but I come home and I get to just chill.
Woosah.
Yeah.
Will you show me around?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it.
It's overdue.
Okay. She really starts it off from the entryway with the dopeness.
Every little detail, you know how we are.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your entryway. And I feel like even though it's not terribly large, it's very impactful. So give us a little bit of what's going on here.
So with this sideboard, I actually moved it in here recently. I had a chrome Milo Bowman one here for the first few years, but I definitely wanted to change some things up recently. So I started just taking what I had and just moving positions around the house.
It's like shop your closet, but with your house. I always say move things around.
Yes, move things around. It makes everything feel new again. So that's kind of what happened with this. It was in the living room for a while. And I was like, it just might fit there in the entryway. It could have gone either way. It either could have fit perfectly or the front door literally wouldn't be able to open.
The scale is perfect.
This is going to be really annoying if I move it and it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
But it fit and I was really happy. And I think it kind of just adds a little visual interest as soon as you walk in. Even if you're just throwing your keys down, throwing down the dog's leash and taking your shoes off, you're already oh, this is what I'm getting into. Got it. Threw down a great little runner here. Black and white check. Can't go wrong, honestly. It's all in the details. I love these burl frames that I got from Framebridge.
So cute. Were they in your New York apartment?
These were in our, yeah.
Shout out to the New York apartment.
I know.
That place, woof, epic.
No, I got emotional to talk about.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. Too short-lived.
It was beautiful.
But it was a good stepping stone, and I'm glad that some pieces from that space are also here because that space came together so beautifully, and it's great when pieces can carry over into the next project too.
Love it. Shelves be shelving.
The shelves are shelving.
Yes, I'm such a fan of a colorful, eclectic, effortless kind of shelf styling moment. So you have some magazines. What else do you have going on here?
Yeah, some found objects from my travels. I think that's really fun.
Pick what's a fave?
I got this little box in Istanbul.
Wow, wait, is that marble? What is this made of?
I actually don't know. It's wooden on the inside.
It's kind of like an alabaster.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's
It's one of those
amazing.
things that just gets stuffed in my suitcase when I come home.
Absolutely.
And then I'm like, where does it live now?
Love that.
I worked on a lot of this apartment with my friend Madeline Furlong, and at the time it was kind of like a COVID project for us, and we really just got into it.
Yeah.
She wanted to start doing more client work for interior design, and I was like, well, I'm your girl.
Absolutely.
And we just have fun with it. But I think where we had to meet in the middle is that she skews a lot more minimal and a lot more kind of like pared back. And I can go like full quirky, colorful, like pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I think what's really great about how the space turned out is we really did find that middle ground. And I remember when we did the shelf and I had all these objects that are obviously like very me, but she came in and kind of like
Helped refine it.
Yeah, helped refine it. She was like, we're taking half this out. And also like leaving some negative space. And I've actually added to it since she was last here. So she's probably like,
you're
okay,
like, by the way,
yeah,
pop this guy
literally.
in.
So every little thing I get,
it's
kind of
really beautiful.
add,
like I love, like it's colorful, but there's a lot of grounding pieces.
And I think like printed matter is a must in your space.
Absolutely.
Like it, you know that saying, like if you walk into someone's apartment, they don't have books, like run. Like I really feel that. And so, but at the same time, you want it to feel like refined and curated. So I think it's nice to find that happy space where you can like have your favorite printed matter on display, but it maybe not be like a full library.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like a library. But like we do read. We do.
We do love to read.
This mirror is everything.
This mirror is everything to me too.
Is it vintage or can people get it?
People can get it. It's by Bauer Studios in New York, but it has this like vintage feel to it. So
it has a one-of-one look to it that,
this is orderable. You can have this in your home. You may have to save up for a little bit, but I promise it'll be worth it.
Yeah, some pieces are just like forever.
Forever. This is, I mean, my forever home, this will be in it. So that's kind of how I look at it.
I remember when you got this credenza.
Do you?
I do, because the internet went wild.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember when you got it, where you got it, and you were just casually like, yeah, so whoops, I got this. And the comments were like, I was like a little worried about you, because I was like, someone is gonna like harm her for this credenza. Because there's pieces where I've
think
like threatened lives.
I'm on people's rob list for this, and that's like a little bit scary. But
absolutely,
no, I just think it's kind of crazy because, like you said, the response to it was like more than I ever even imagined. Like to me, it was definitely what I was envisioning for the space, and that's why I just like blacked out and bought it without even thinking. But
so wait, tell the people where you got it.
So it's from our good friend Trisha, Pop Up Home, and you know, now and then she just has one of those pieces where you're like, this was not in the budget, but it has to happen.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Yeah, and no regrets, honestly. It really grounds this whole kind of like multi-purpose corner in my living room that took us a really long time to figure out what to do with. And I knew I wanted it to kind of have enough space to like be the dance floor when I have people over for drinks, but also like be practical. And it weirdly has turned into where I pack and unpack for everything.
It makes sense though, and there's so much storage.
It's like it's a
catch-all.
It's a catch-all, exactly. And so I also have like the speaker and the record player here, so we can like throw a record on and kind of like hold your wine and just like vibe out here. But also like a rack just shows up in every room now, unfortunately. But
listen,
it's like
you have stuff.
I have
Fashion
stuff.
Girlies have more coats than is probably average.
Exactly.
Especially for an
and
LA
this is
girl.
the LA edit.
I know. The little floral light fixture, I like sob.
How cute is she?
So cute. Wait, should I copy you? I feel like I might need this.
Oh my God.
That is so precious.
It's literally hand sculpted by Eni Lee Parker, an artist in New York. And she made this kind of like sconce one for me that wires directly into the wall and it has this little pull chain, and it just adds so much. Like I really like the idea too. Like I don't have a gallery wall, but I like the idea of like adding sculptural elements into like a gallery wall.
Absolutely.
And this was just like a regular sconce, and now it's something else entirely. So
it's incredible.
I love her.
Jealous.
And this little stool too.
So cute.
I don't know if you knew that Christian Siriano has a home line now.
Yeah.
And it's from that, and it's just the cutest. Again, like the response, like I love like seeing how people react to different things you bring into your space. And this, I get asked about this little stool like almost more than anything. So Christian Siriano does it again.
This living room is like my favorite version of how neutral doesn't need to be boring.
Exactly.
You know?
Thank you for saying that.
No, it's just like about texture and like different play with height, visual interest. There's a lot going on. Obviously, we love a Togo.
Gotta have the Togo.
You really do. It's
All roads led me here to the Togo.
Absolutely. So did you find this one vintage or did you order it?
I ordered it new. I actually had a few other vintage sofas in here before I had this one.
I was going to say, how many sofas did it take to get to this one? Because honestly,
3 before this one, I think, which is like really embarrassing to admit.
I don't. Here's the thing. I think the takeaway is you have to see stuff in your space.
That's really the thing.
And to get the kind of like true elevation that you really want, you kind of have to be willing to like go the extra mile.
The trial and error is a
Yeah.
pain, but it's so necessary to like really get there.
So
as I
worth
know
it.
you know.
Yeah, it's so worth it. And I feel like that's how spaces become epic, is because like there's going to be different iterations.
Yep.
And as you discover, especially when you're shopping secondhand,
Yep.
like I saw different coffee tables here too.
Yep.
This is the best one that I've seen. So like, you know, where did you find this?
So this is by a studio called Studio Mignon, and they became known for these like cement cubes that kind of look like marshmallows, but they're solid cement, and you can kind of pick your colors. I had this
that's amazing.
size custom
Yeah.
from them because they had some smaller, some more rectangular, and I was like, no, I want
and then
this
they custom
big
cut the
square.
glass as well. Amazing.
And it's this gorgeous smoked glass, and it's really become like the hangout of the house.
Yeah, everyone. I always see people asking, here, let me get out of the way, y'all. The Noguchi needs her moment, okay?
Yes. So here she is in all her glory.
The Noguchi.
The Noguchi lamp.
I see people ask you about this lamp
Constantly.
like constantly.
I honestly should have some kind of referral set up
You
with them
really
or something.
should. You need one of those
Oh my gosh.
discount codes, you know, to give your followers.
Seriously, but I mean, wow. I just
Such a
sit
moment.
on the couch and I just look at her lovingly. She's really stunning, and like you said, kind of brings the eye upwards and takes
Absolutely.
advantage of the height a little bit, and is an art piece in her own right, to be honest.
100%. Speaking of gorgeous lamps, just behind you, these sconces.
Yeah,
are
these little
everything.
sconces.
Where did you find these?
These are an Etsy find.
We love an Etsy find.
So affordable.
Honestly.
So many like fun, unexpected things on there.
Yes.
If you
And
just
is
take the
this
time.
This is plastic. I bet these
Yeah.
are. Do you get to choose a color, or did it just
No,
come in this
these were
colorway?
just like this little space age set of 3 actually. So I have 1 in a cabinet somewhere. If you ever have a spot for a sconce, let me know.
I actually do.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you know, the little secret surprise touches of pink are just kind of fun.
So
like
sweet.
we're 2 women that live in this space,
Yeah.
and that means we get to do things like that. Like
Absolutely.
make it girly, make it fun. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
And this is really cute too. I feel like, so what I like, okay, about the space, let's gush on Alyssa really quick.
Oh
guys.
God, okay.
What I like is that there are things that we see, and there are some trendier pieces mixed
Yep.
in with classic pieces, mixed in with those kind of rare, never before seen type of things. And I think that level of like mixing, you
Yep.
know, the curation is what makes it. So just wanted to, you know, shout out my girl for curating
thanks.
really
No,
well.
I think that's worth noting because like I think we see a lot of spaces that just go all trend items all the way, and that's where you kind of lose some of the personality and some
Or
of the
all
authenticity,
classic.
or all classic, or all one aesthetic. And I don't think that has to be the case. Like you don't have to stay in one era.
Yeah. I think it's best if you don't.
Exactly.
To be honest.
Exactly.
We're not telling you what to do, but
But we also are.
a little bit. A little bit. Another really cute corner.
Oh, thanks. So I just changed this one up recently also because this was the console that was originally in the entryway.
Yeah.
So flip-flopped those two. And the funny thing is too, sometimes I take the corner Togo piece and put it in this corner to make a little reading nook. I wanted to bring the corner back to its other 2 pieces and create that like conversation pit again. But I wanted to keep this corner kind of like light and beautiful and airy. And this table worked really well here. This was also in my New York apartment. She came cross country.
Yes,
She's
absolutely.
here now. We're happy about it.
Absolutely.
And this little side table here was also kind of part of the reading nook period of this corner, but now I've kind of kept that going with like some of my favorite vintage magazines, and I can even swing a chair up here
Yeah.
and just kind of have this as a home desk too. So I think as a freelancer, it's good to have a lot of different zones in your apartment where you can just like
100%.
open your laptop and like change your scenery a little bit and just get stuff done. So yeah, another little catch-all corner.
The dining room is so special. I just feel like it's cozy, it's inviting, but it's so like visually interesting.
Thank you.
There's always a piece that like if your friend went missing and then you have the piece suddenly, like everyone will know you're a part of the crime.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the one for me.
That's your red-handed piece.
That's my
where I'm like,
red-handed
Ellie.
piece, like that's the one. Where did you find this? It is incredible.
So she comes from Italy.
Of course she does. Everything Italian is for me.
All
Period.
good things Italian,
Yeah.
just like me, you know.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and she's from like the 60s. It took maybe 2 or 3 trips to the electrician to like get her to even work here.
Worth it.
I had
Worth
people
it.
literally tell me like, no, this is like not gonna
I
work.
have an amazing lamp guy, by the way.
Okay,
So
good to
I'll have
know.
pass you his
Because
info.
no one wanted to make this work for me,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, like she's happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm taking it to the grave.
Of course, as you should. As you should. If you're thinking that this dining table is familiar,
Yeah, looks familiar.
we have the same dining table. We could easily have many similar things. or
I kind
same
of love
things.
that this is the one piece our spaces have in common.
I know. I really love that.
It's such a grounding piece.
Yeah.
It's really practical.
It looks so good with the chairs too. I remember you shared
you.
online kind of like the process of what these look like. We'll actually pop in some footage if Alyssa
Yeah,
still has it.
for
We'll pop
sure.
in some footage so that you can see kind of like the transformation of reupholstering these, because I do think it's important that if you are shopping secondhand, you don't just reject something because it's a little bit of a project.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these cushions were like, they had holes in them, they were yellowing, but we still saw the potential.
The potential.
So these were done by Diamond Foam and Fabric, and this is a Missoni fabric. It's a gorgeous like check velvet.
It's
Everyone's
gorgeous.
like, don't all the crumbs get stuck in there? I'm like, don't you have a dust buster?
And then the fun little end chairs here.
Yes.
I think they're crazy comfortable.
They are.
These metal chairs, nice and heavy.
Yeah,
And I
these were only 4, so I kind of
Yeah.
had to figure out. I was looking a
2 more.
while for 2 more, and these just are just really versatile. I can
Yeah.
move them around wherever we need extra seating.
I think they make great sense.
Thanks.
Tell us about
bookshelves.
the burl.
The burl babies. I'm just a sucker for burl. Like, I see it and I have to have it. I don't know. It's like a weird thing, chromosomally or something in my mind. And also just storage. Like, I have to say this apartment doesn't have that much storage. It's got a few built-ins here or there, but we don't have another closet aside from just our clothes closets. Like, there's no coat closet or storage closet. And there's like some more books that like don't have a home anywhere else. So like it's purely like unsexy storage, but they are also sexy.
That's what doors are for.
Exactly.
Doors
So
are for the unsexy.
yeah, and I kind of like they created this like symmetric effect as you look into the dining room, having one on either side. Asymmetry is good, but sometimes symmetry is good too. So just more found objects on displays, like books. Both of these books are by friends of mine. And this lady I got in Florida, near where I grew up, and she was like one of the first decor pieces I got for this apartment. Again, that like feminine energy, just bringing it in the space, just kind of anchors of the dining room.
Love that. This mirror is looking very special, very familiar.
So
Wherever did you get that?
wherever did I find this mirror? It's from my good friend Kelly.
Oh, wow.
So this is what we need to do more of, because I'm like, okay, well, you don't want this anymore, I'll take it. And
Yeah.
I have some things that you might be interested in, so let's talk.
Absolutely. I was moving into the space I'm in now. I had a really specific vision, and I was like, I don't know. I also guess I
Yeah.
didn't like where I had it. So I
Exactly.
didn't have a vision. Of course, Alyssa takes it, makes it perfect. I'm like, oh my God, if you ever get rid of it, sell it back
No,
to me.
never.
Yeah, no.
It's so fun, and it's actually like my Zoom background now. So I'll do calls here.
It's so perfect.
And it's in the background, so she's a beauty.
I love that. She's in a good home.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I feel like they always say the kitchen is the heart of the home, but in LA, they're always tucked to the side.
It's so true. And I'm like, for me, the kitchen, I wouldn't really say is the heart of my home, but it's beautiful, it's practical. We have one of the few kitchens in the building that was recently renovated.
I can't believe, did the floor come this way?
The floor literally was like this. Like, everyone's like, what did you use? I'm like, no, it was like this already. So that was lucky. One less thing I had to get my hands on.
Yeah, what
But
did you end up correcting?
I did, the power of a good paint job was really it for this. The cabinets were gray, and again, just wasn't fitting the kind of like girly vibes we wanted in here. So I did this Harajuku Mornings from Backdrop. It's like this very soft, lovely pink.
Did you get permission or forgiveness? Which one are you?
Forgiveness.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm like, I don't ask for permission, I ask for forgiveness.
The way I asked, can I paint the dining room? And they said, sure, but then I also, anyway.
Yeah. It looks great.
Thank you. I really think it brightens up the space a lot. And I said, hey, if you want me to paint them gray when I leave, we can talk about that.
Yes.
But I did paint them myself. I was sore for like a week, but it was worth it.
You did a good job.
Thanks. I had to prime and do like 3 coats.
Okay.
So
that's intense.
It was a labor of love.
I love how many windows there are.
It's so nice. There's like natural light coming from all directions, and just coming in here in the morning. Sometimes I'll take my iPad and I'll do a little work. I'll like have my cereal and my matcha, and it's like little breakfast nook area, and the girls come over, we'll cook dinner together. It's a good little spot, but I wouldn't say I like live in here or anything, but it does the job.
Okay, this hallway, are you kidding me? I've been threatening to paint my hallway, and now I feel like this is the perfect...
It's fun. It's like a little surprise.
Yeah.
Our bedrooms are over here, so we call this like the girls' room.
Of course.
So
I love it. And then you have this like epic built-in, which houses all the purses and all the land.
Yes. Behold the purse wall.
It's so good.
I try to keep it as organized as I can, but this is just what it's doing right now. But honestly, it's a great way to see everything. I'm someone who needs to see what I have, or else I'll just totally forget about it.
100%.
So every day I put my outfit on, I come over here, I'm like, which bag would work? And I get to see them all in one place and just behold all their glory.
Okay, your bathroom is my favorite color.
Is it weird that the bathroom is one of my favorite rooms in the house?
No, because it's so good.
It's literally what made me get this apartment. Like, I walked into this bathroom and I was like, I'll take it.
I love that.
So
for you.
silly.
So lucky. Okay, it has like the green original tiles. Did you do
Yes.
anything to it?
So I actually painted the walls green too, because we just can't get enough green.
Absolutely.
And I just added some little pink accents, like the hand towels, and there's a Murano lamp in here, the shower curtain. It's funny, my favorite colors as a kid were pink and green, and nothing's changed. So we're just driving that home.
Where the magic happens.
Yay!
And by magic, we literally always mean rest, because nothing is more important than
Truly
that.
nothing.
This is like an oasis.
Thank you.
I want to like face plant into your bed.
100%.
It's so great.
So I did this like giant curtain wall. There's actually no way your bed cannot be against a window in this room, which is weird because people normally say not to have your bed against a window for obvious reasons and for feng shui reasons. But I didn't really have a choice, so I was like, what can I do?
I like that you put this in, like you made an alcove instead of like, I feel like this would have been more obvious.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Girl, I tried it all, of course.
Yeah. This
but
leaves the room very open.
Exactly. So it's like a little sleep nook. I close up the curtain and it feels like a hotel or something. Like I just take a nice shower, I wander in here.
It's beautiful.
And I sleep
wait,
well.
do I make the cut?
Just
now.
It's like a little limbo. You just make it.
I hung mine just above my head, so I stood there and
I think
had
that's
them,
what we
like,
do, right?
Yeah.
Well, but I know I'm really short, so I'm like, should probably be a little higher than that.
But it looks really good.
It works. It's
Thank
EQ3. It's a paper lantern. It's really lovely.
It's
and
beautiful. Where's your bed from?
The bed is Floyd. Really kind of just minimal, just does the job. I have some storage underneath as well. It's a queen. Super comfy, I have to say.
Yeah. And I love all your books near the bed.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that like starts the next book before I finish the last book.
Yeah.
And that's just all of them from the last couple months. But
this I've threatened to steal from you many times.
she came all the way from New York as well.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Honestly, I wish
only ever
I could
see
get
them in
another
colors.
one, honestly. Like either twice the width
Yeah.
or a second one. So if you ever see one, let me know.
I'm buying it if I see one, but if I see 2 more, I'll let you know. I always see them in like bright yellow or some color that is just, like,
You know
not
what's
it.
crazy though? I think like this used to be pink.
Oh, do I just buy one and we spray it?
I guess so. So yeah, because you do normally
Interesting.
see them in like yellow, paint. Like there's some fun colors, but I think this one got kind of covered or something because the inside is still pink.
Now we know that. I love this art, by the way. These bodies.
Thank you so much.
So great.
Yeah, they kind of just feed into the like warm, relaxed vibe in
Yeah,
here.
and the little vine.
Yeah.
Very charming. Wait, this is the viral. This is the viral makeup vanity.
Oh my
I'll
God.
let you tell everyone about it.
So here she is. It's the Luigi Missoni Dilly Dally. Can I just tell you that like when I got this, it was not a thing. Like I had a gift card to the Real Real and I was looking for furniture And I found this and I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. It opens and it can store all my makeup and I can sit here and like get ready. And I just, I thought it was a really cool piece, but
now it's
it's
thing.
viral.
Yeah.
So
I do credit you with that virality.
Thank
though,
you.
Because
Thank you.
No one was thinking about this piece. They did exist. They were just,
Totally.
they're rare.
Yeah, they're very rare, but now it's like, it's a lusted after kind of like cult favorite item. Again, taking her to the grave. It's practical, it's cute, came all the way from my New York apartment. I love the like 70s color and also went viral on TikTok.
Yes.
Like, so it's just the gift that keeps on giving, honestly.
I love how you actually have things.
I have things. I have
It's not
stuff.
a museum.
It's not a museum. I do live here, believe it or not. And so I tried to get clever with the storage. This did the job for a long time. Now we have another extra rack. Hopefully she's not permanent, but that's okay. I have like quite a perfume collection. Again, like part of what we do is like we're so fortunate to get to try all of these amazing beauty products, and I've kept quite a collection. I love this dresser, also from Pop-Up Home. It opens up into my like accessory land. So I have like sunglasses and then this drawer of all my jewelry. The girls from Space Camp Organizing came over and just like did everything.
They're incredible.
Organized.
I worked with them and
Yes.
man, life-changing.
Life-changing stuff, and like, it gets a little overloaded, but it's nice to just be able to close the doors and not have to look at the mess all the time, and it just holds so much. My apartment's not a showroom. Like, I do live here and I do work in fashion and I have a lot of stuff and I just have to do my best to stay on top of it and keep it organized however I can. But I think I saw a thing the other day that was like, I'm not scattered, I'm just passionate about living life. And that's really how I feel. Like, my apartment may seem chaotic to some people and all my stuff everywhere, but I'm like, I'm a creative, this is how I thrive, and like, that's fine,
Thank you for having me over.
Of course, I'm so glad we finally did this.
I know. It honestly, it's just fun to talk about the things that you love with your friends and to get to show the interwebs stylish homes that are effortless and not fussy and just cool. So I really appreciate you doing this.
Oh my gosh, no problem.
Yeah, Alyssa's everything will be in the description box of where to find her online. Follow for fashion and vibes and fun and haircuts and travel and all the things.
All the good things.
All the good things. I love you.
Love you. Ooh, thanks, guys.
Love you, mean it. Bye.